Well, hello, dear friends from YouTube and social media. I am doing today what I believe is my first vlog of my travels. Even though, in a way, I've been traveling for a while because I left my apartment in September 2021 and we are now in January 2022. My itinerary has been mostly in Europe, doing different trainings between trainings and festivals and events, all within Tantra, self-development, community living-ish, yeah, stuff like that. Between and yeah, being with family between September and January, and spent a bit of time with my lover in Poland at the beginning of the year, which is really exciting because I'm half Polish and I haven't been there in 20 years. So it was really interesting for me energetically to be in Poland, to be hearing Polish, to be actually speaking Polish. Yeah, it really did something very interesting for me and really connected me to the root. And then I had one night in Germany where I got super lucky because basically I didn't have a COVID pass, which meant that I couldn't stay in a hotel, which I obviously discovered at, what was it, 11 p.m. when I'm in front of the front desk. I mean, anyway, what else was I gonna do? I was gonna try to book a hotel anyway. But then I found out that if I was on a business trip, then I could book the hotel with just a test. So, because I do own a pole dance studio in Geneva, ta-da! I used that, and that was a really good solution to my problem at the moment. Like, thankfully I have this studio, and thankfully I can travel through it and, you know, have official papers from my employer, who's myself. So that is something to note, and that I definitely noted. And then bam, arrived in Mexico. I arrived here on the, what was it, 8th of January, and stayed a couple of nights in Tulum, sleeping on a yoga mat in my friend's apartment because I just wanted to be with people. I preferred being with my friends and sleeping on a yoga mat, even though I didn't want to sleep in the airport the night of Germany. But it's different, right? But yeah, I was really happy to be with them, especially that the cash machines were not functioning in Tulum, so they were lending me money. And I even had a really lovely lady. Hey, kitty. Yeah, this is Mexico. This cats and insects, a lot of mosquitoes. Yeah, so a lovely lady actually lent me some money at the airport to pay for my bus ticket, which I found was amazing and so nice and welcome. So yeah, then I arrived in Tulum, stayed a couple of days there, took the ferry, and now I am in Cozumel in the second half of the second week of my 2-week training for prana healing. Prana healing, which is another tool that I'll add to my toolbox for tantric massages, yoni healing, sacred spot healing, and yeah, so it's basically energetical work. It's very similar to Reiki, with the difference that we're really going through each chakra. And yes, working with energies and stones, and also some oils. Like, it's very witchy. I like it in that sense. And it's really nice to be working with new tools. I am, however, quite excited to leave this place and to go to the next. I'm just looking forward to settle down for a few weeks and work on my coaching and find a nice place where I can just, like, yeah, rest, do my practices, do my work, And I really have a desire to be doing more videos about self-pleasure, self-development, sacred sexuality, conscious relating, just more deep work. And I yeah, so I'm really looking forward to settling. This is the feeling that I have, that like I just want a comfortable, nice place in a beautiful tropical world, country, continent, um, where I can connect to what I feel that I'm here for. And I've been telling the taxi guys, yeah, we've been like the taxi guys, you know, they ask where are you going, you tell them blah blah blah. And then they ask, so why are you visiting Mexico? Why are you here? And all of them have been saying, I'm on a spiritual journey, which is very funny because they're like, oh, all right, so where is it? Where's that going? How's that going? And I find it funny because it's actually true. I really feel like I'm on a spiritual journey. I am doing something that I've been called to do, that I've been dreaming of doing for years, of going on a trip, not having a, you know, like a return ticket, and seeing a bit what's happening. And I believe the longest I've been away from Switzerland before was 5 months. So now it's absolutely, I mean, I've only been away for a month or something, not even a month yet, for less than a month. So this is not at all in my records, but it's been the first time that I haven't had a home. No, still not. Forget everything I just said. So my whole point about this, wow, I just completely lost it. I'm just calculating stuff in my head. Spiritual journey. I am traveling and just following my heart and following my intuition, and I'm just looking forward to learning and being able to transmit as I go, because I really realized this, that it's so exciting, everything I learn, but it never ends. I'm never done learning. I'm never done acquiring completely the tools. I'm never done really, you know, like, I don't think there is a point like, oh, okay, now I learned enough that I can teach. And there's a lot of like, I can learn how to teach through teaching. And there's something also that really happens inside of myself when I'm transmitting what I'm learning as I'm learning. Obviously, if I'm learning something here, then I'll transmit something here that I've been more working with or that I have more distance with. But I mean, obviously, no, not obviously, but trying to do that. But yeah, so it's really amazing to be here and to have this opportunity to follow my dream and a calling that comes from within and that makes not much sense. Like, I've had a lot of questioning from people around me, like, you want to be traveling now, you want to be leaving now, what about the pandemic, what about money, what about your age, what about so many things? And you know, the only time you live is now. So what am I gonna do if I don't do it now? I mean, I did kind of prepare, because I did prepare myself psychologically for a year, I think. Actually, way more than that, but really took the decision around a year ago. And then it took me a year to actually move out and put a bit of money on the side and a bit start feeling into where I want to go. And I thought that I would have such a clear vision, like I want to go there and I want to stay there for so long and build. But actually my desire is a very short, how do you say, not short-tempered, like short in time. Like, you know, I don't like I don't like taking commitments that are gonna go for a year, 2 years, 3 years. I like stuff like, I like knowing what's happening in the next month. I like knowing that maybe, okay, for the next 6 months I'm doing this, then this, then this, then this, and then I'll check in. I really don't like having plans that are in a year or that are for a year. At least right now. Right now I really like having shorter plans even though I also really like having a routine and being set. So we're gonna see how these two merge. I don't know much about astrology, but so I'm Cancer, and I can't remember, what am I, Sagittarius, I think, the ascendant. Either Sagittarius or Scorpio, but I think it's Sagittarius. And some astrologer, I believe, told me that the Cancer likes to be at home and with her stuff and her comfort and just her routine and not moving, and the Sagittarius is adventurous and wants to go and wants to be free and wants to go on adventures. And so I have these two areas battling inside of me, and it's so true. It's so true, and it is very weird when it, comes out and transpires in real life. Anyway, thank you for listening. This was the first episode of my traveling blog, and I will hopefully talk to you soon. And also hopefully be able to put this up because I'm having tech problems.